Kendra Robinson is kicked out of the house and given a divorce by young Jock, which is a story of turmoil and transformation. Relationships between celebrities are frequently more complicated than they appear to be in the realm of celebrity relationships. There is frequently a significant disparity between the public persona of celebrities and the realities of their private lives. In addition, relationships are not immune to the difficulties that come with fame, public scrutiny, and individual expectations. Young Jock, a well-known rapper and businessman, and his wife, Kendra Robinson, have a story that is filled with turbulent events, which demonstrates this point. Young Jock and Kendra Robinson's relationship, which was once praised for its love story, has been confronted with tremendous problems, which has resulted in Jock granting Kendra a divorce and even allegedly forcing her out of their home. In addition to providing insight into the emotional toll that fame, work pressures, and unsolved issues can take on a partnership, their journey, which is full of twists and turns, also provides insight into the intricacies of relationships that occurs within the limelight. However, what were the factors that led to the dissolution of their marriage, and how did this event impact both their personal lives and their professional lives? The purpose of this investigation is to go into the events that transpired, providing a more in-depth look at the dynamics of the relationship, as well as the potential causes that led to the drastic decision. A look at young Jock's career, which includes his rise to fame. It was in the middle of the 2000s when young Jock, whose real name is Jasmine Robinson, released his hit single, It's Going Down. This was the beginning of his meteoric rise to fame. This catchy music not only solidified his position in the rap industry, but also established him as a well-known figure in the general public. Audiences all throughout the country responded positively to Jock's unique combination of southern rap, catchy tunes, and storytelling that was relatable to them. His succeeding albums and songs continued to build on his early success, which brought him to the forefront of hip-hop during that era as one of the most influential voices in the genre. Beyond his musical career, Jock was also a prominent figure in the public eye due to his commercial endeavors and public image. He was well known for his performances on several reality television shows, including Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, and he dabbled in a variety of businesses, including real estate and reality television. Jock became a multifaceted celebrity as a result of these endeavors, helping him to maintain a balance between his musical career and other hobbies that contributed to his growing reputation. On the other hand, the fact that he was in the spotlight meant that his private life was the subject of constant scrutiny from the public. Every facet of a celebrity's life is subject to scandal, and they are frequently held to standards that are impossible to achieve. In addition to his profession as a musician, young Jock's personal relationships, notably his romantic ones, were an integral element of his story. In a short amount of time, his relationship with Kendra Robinson, a reality personality and attorney, would become the most prominent aspect of his personal life. One woman who strives for success, Kendra Robinson. On the other hand, Kendra Robinson did not have the same kind of mainstream recognition when she first entered the picture. In addition to being a prosperous attorney and businesswoman in her own right, Kendra had established a reputation for herself as a lady who was committed to her professional endeavors. Her romance with young Jock, on the other hand, would propel her into the spotlight of reality television, where she would soon be featured on Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, with the man who would later become her husband. When it came to famous relationships, Kendra was not like any other woman who found herself caught up in the whirlwind. Her goal was to develop her own identity apart from that of young Jock's wife. She was ambitious and dedicated in her pursuit of this goal. Her personal life, and in particular her marriage to Jock, appeared to become a recurring source of fascination for fans and tabloids alike, despite the fact that her profession and accomplishments were essential to her. At least in public, their relationship was portrayed as one that was marked by profound affection and mutual respect for one another. Fans followed their love story on social media and reality television, cheering them on as they handled the ups and downs of life together. They enjoyed watching their relationship unfold. Both Kendra and young Jock were from different worlds, but they fell in love with each other and decided to build their lives together. It appeared as though they were the ideal couple. With that being said, things were not as picture-perfect as they appeared to be, as is the case with many high-profile relationships. There were fissures in the relationship that began to surface behind the smiles and public demonstrations of affection that were being made. Over time, the pair would begin to feel the effects of the pressures that come with celebrity, including the commitments of their careers and their personal fears. The initial indications that something is wrong. As the public continued to observe the couple's relationship, supporters started to become aware of the subtle indications that things were not as rosy as they appeared to be. Yungjooc's busy schedule, in conjunction with his ongoing relationships with other women in the entertainment industry, contributed to the spread of accusations that he was cheating on his girlfriend. According to reports, Kendra, who had established her career on her professionalism and independence, became unhappy with Jock's lack of emotional availability and the demands of his business. Kendra had built her career on these two pillars. In contrast, Jock had a difficult time maintaining a healthy equilibrium between his personal and professional lives. Managing his business enterprises, coping with the issues of parenting from past relationships, and the continual pressures of being in the spotlight all added to the stress that he was already experiencing. This strain had a negative impact on his marriage, as evidenced by the fact that the pair was frequently seen bickering or displaying symptoms of tension while they were appearing on reality television. In spite of the fact that they loved one another deeply, the disparities in their ways of living and the things that were most important to them started to cause serious difficulties. Despite Kendra's best efforts to encourage and support her husband in his many undertakings, it became abundantly evident that there was a fundamental disconnection between them. There were numerous occasions in which Kendra conveyed the feeling that she was being ignored, or that she was not being prioritized. Her relationship with Jock appeared to require a constant state of attention, which he was unable to provide, despite the fact that she was a successful lady in her own right. Conclusions regarding the divorce. They reached a turning point in their relationship when young Jock made the dramatic decision to divorce Kendra. This decision was the turning point. After going through a number of months of emotional struggle, the couple made the decision to break their marriage, which happened to be an emotional turn of events. This came as a surprise to a great number of fans. It appeared as though the couple was in a good position, and there was little evidence to suggest that they were experiencing significant difficulties that were concealed beneath the surface. When it was reported that Jock had kicked Kendra out of their shared house, the decision that he had made to divorce her became even more controversial. However, despite the fact that the particulars of this event are still unknown, it caused a big media storm. The concept that a celebrity couple would go through such a public and traumatic separation was not unusual to the world of entertainment. Nonetheless, the emotional betrayal that Kendra experienced and the influence that it had on their public image gave another dimension of drama to the scenario. According to reports, Kendra was taken aback by Jock's behavior, which contributed to the chaotic nature of the divorce. She was no stranger to navigating the legal system due to her profession as a lawyer. Nevertheless, the emotional toll of her own relationship taking a turn for the worse was something that no amount of legal skill could have adequately prepared her for. In interviews that took place after the breakup, Kendra discussed the difficulties that come with being married to someone who is constantly under the scrutiny of the public and dealing with the complexities of their personal concerns in front of the cameras. Dealing with the consequences of the aftermath situation. Following the dissolution of their marriage, young Jock and Kendra each dealt with the consequences of their failed marriage in their own unique ways. Following the public criticism that young Jock had received for his activities, he found himself in the middle of a major issue. Many people speculated that he had made the decision to divorce Kendra and remove her from his life for reasons that went beyond the surface level. Fans and the media questioned his motivations, and many of them speculated that he had accomplished this decision. Kendra, on the other hand, directed her attention into regaining her independence. Following the conclusion of the divorce, she recommitted herself to her successful legal career as well as her personal endeavors. Kendra was a brilliant attorney with a great deal of drive, and she used this as a platform to rebuild her life. She had always been more than just young Jock's wife, despite the fact that she was married to him. Despite this, the emotional wounds caused by the divorce continued to linger, and she made use of her platform to bring attention to the challenges that come with going through a separation that is so publicized. In both of their lives, the divorce served as a defining moment that marked a turning point. For Jock, who had built his career on being a self-assured and occasionally provocative figure, moving forward with his life presented him with a different kind of difficulty than he had previously encountered. The weight of his acts and the influence they had on Kendra's life and career is something that has been a matter of discussion in the public world. What function does fame play in relationships? The dissolution of the marriage between young Jock and Kendra Robinson sheds light on the challenging role that fame may play in the context of personal relationships. When it comes to the realm of entertainment, everything is amplified considerably. Issues of a personal nature that would ordinarily be dealt with in private are now being brought to the attention of the general audience. The The constant strain and scrutiny that spouses are subjected to frequently results in an unhealthy dynamic between them. It is possible for fame and the desire to be accepted by the public to sometimes get in the way of the fundamental principles that keep a partnership going. In the case of young Jock and Kendra, it appeared that the pressures from the outside world were more significant than the internal stability that ought to have served as the basis of their marriage. Despite the fact that both persons were successful in their own right, the connection between them became strained as a result of the constant scrutiny from the public, the disparity in priorities, and the emotional distance between them. The fact that they broke up serves as a reminder of the complications that celebrities experience behind closed doors, especially when viewed in retrospect. It is not uncommon for the profound emotional challenges that lie under the surface to eclipse the glitz and success that come along with fame. Taking steps forward. For the time being, it appears that both young Jock and Kendra Robinson have gone on with their lives. Kendra has been concentrating on her legal practice and her own personal development, while Jock has chosen to continue his career in the music and business industries. Both of them have been affected by the aftermath of their divorce in a variety of different ways. Nevertheless, it has also provided them with the opportunity to contemplate, heal, and seek their own personalized objectives. Their marriage has ended, which is a painful event for both of them, but it has also provided them with opportunity to grow and change. Whether or not they will ever be able to restore their friendship is something that remains to be seen, but their story serves as a cautionary tale about the precarious nature of love and the significance of cultivating intimate relationships in spite of the demands that come from the outside world.